She was of pure Macedonian Greek ancestry, meaning that she was not actually Egyptian. In addition to being the only person in her family that could speak Egyptian, she was also fluent in 6 other languages. Her name means glory of the Father, and she saw herself as divine, and even declared herself as a goddess. Cleopatra was the last ruler of the Macedonian Greek dynasty, which lasted from 323 to 30 BCE. In 49 BCE, the pharaoh Ptolemy XIII, who was her brother and co-ruler, drove her out of Alexandria and she fled to Syria. In 48 BCE, Cleopatra met Julius Caesar, who stopped the family feud by killing Cleopatra's brother, Ptolemy XIII. He did it because Egypt was very wealthy and Caesar knew that it would be a good ally for Rome. Egypt's alliance with Julius Caesar of Rome ensured Cleopatra's political power. Cleopatra kept a healthy alliance with Rome, ruling Egypt independent from Rome. Even after Caesar was assassinated in 44 BCE, their child, Caesarion, kept her as a ruler. Cleopatra was a very popular ruler and was perhaps the richest person in the world during her time. Her foreign policy goal was to preserve her personal power and to maintain Egypt's independence from the Roman Empire. The poet Horace in the 1st century BCE described Cleopatra as a crazy queen plotting to demolish the capital and topple the Roman Empire. Cleopatra committed suicide by a snake bite. Cleopatra and Mark Antony were lovers. Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra was written about their story, as well as Dryden's All for Love, which was inspired by her suicide. Cleopatra has been described as the most dynamic woman the world has ever seen.
In Horace's book, The Odes, he wrote in Latin about Cleopatra. His view is very controversial, in which he sees her as a power-thirsty individual looking to fortify her power. It translates as, "Now is the time for drinking deep, and now's the time to beat the earth with unfettered feet, the time to set out the gods' sacred couches, my friends, and prepare a Salian feast. It would have been wrong before today to broach the Cuban wines out from ancient bins, while a maddened queen was still plotting the capital and the empire's ruin." With her crowd of deeply corrupted creatures, sick with turpitude, she, violent with hope of all kinds and intoxicated by fortune's favor. So how well do you know Cleopatra? Where was she originally from? Who did she meet in 48 BC that made Egypt an ally to Rome? Did she rule independently or jointly with Rome? How did she die, and how is she viewed today?